Okay, so here I am, I'm back. I'm mixing the meat and the meatballs. And of course, my dog hears me doing something that he thinks is exciting. Turn a little bit more light in here. And he has to always come and check it out and see if it means that he's going to get anything. I'm just mixing this all together, making sure it's mixed really well. You can see there kind of what it looks like. Next thing I'm going to do is just take the individual peppers, take the meat, and just stuff the meat in as far as you can. I like to make them as full as possible. I hate it when you get stuffed peppers and they're like not all the way full. And then I just put them right back on the pan. Like I said, typically when I do these, I cut them in half. Other people do it this way where they stuff the pepper down the middle. It's really just, I guess, a personal preference. I like them down the middle just because I feel like it all just cooks better. I feel like it looks better. I like how the cheese melts on it better, but I just figured I'd do it a little bit different today. It's one of the things I really like about cooking. There's really no one way to do it. It's not like you have to do it this way and that's the only way. As long as it tastes good and you like it, that's what matters with cooking. So many times I think people get so concerned about the recipe. And I know I drive my husband crazy because I'll make something and he'll really love it and he'll joke with me and say, "You're not ever going to be able to make that again, are you?" And I may be able to make something like it, but not identical, because I don't always work with a recipe. I work with flavors. I work with knowing what goes well together. And obviously, I'm not a trained chef. Like, who am I to make these decisions? But I think that's the difference between home cooking and when I go to a restaurant. When I go to a restaurant, I do expect the consistency. When I go to a restaurant, I do expect, a certain level of food. When I'm cooking at home, to me, that's more about the experimentation and having fun and trying something different and new and, just trying different flavors and learning for myself. So, to me, the home cooking is so much different than what I'm going to expect when I go to a restaurant. Even when I go to someone's home, I don't expect when I go to someone's home that it's the same as when I go to a restaurant. We're not trained chefs. We're just home cooks having fun, experimenting with our food and trying to, do what the purpose of cooking is and having people over, which is having fun and sharing laughs. That's been the hardest thing this year, I think, for everyone. This past year's just stunk, like not being able to always have people over or go places or just enjoy meals with friends and family. That's been probably the hardest thing for my husband and I. We were very blessed this summer in that our neighbors all pretty much worked from home. I was the only one who worked. So we would do Saturday night dinners at our neighbors' houses. So we did get to still quarantine as was regulated, but get a little bit of social time. But this is probably the most exciting thing to me about the possibility of getting out of quarantine is being able to go back to cooking and having people over and just enjoying meals together again. So as I finish this, I will come back in a minute and we'll do the sauce and the cheese.